Taking a picture may seem like the simplest operation in the world. You search for a subject, frame it and press the button. Most cameras give the possibility to select different shooting formats. Depending on the chosen mode, the possibilities of post-production increase or decrease. By post-production, we mean that set of interventions aimed at improving or modifying the final photographic result. The best format to work with a photograph is the RAW format. The RAW file, or digital negative, is the one that contains the greatest amount of information, and that does not undergo any automatic manipulation at the time of shooting, unlike the JPG format. By exploiting this format, we will be able to intervene on many aspects of our photography through dedicated software. Some, among the most recent available, use artificial intelligence to help us speed up our work. Adobe Lightroom is the most famous software, and represents an excellent tool to intervene on our shots. Lumina is another interesting program, more suitable for those who do not have much experience, which, thanks to the use of artificial intelligence, greatly simplifies post-production work. Which one to use? It depends. Lumina, at times, saves us by simplifying a series of manual steps, mandatory in other software. Other times, Lightroom is the best solution if you want to work the file in detail. Let's take an example of an intervention on a photo taken in RAW, with a reflex with a 24 million pixel sensor. The shot was taken at a certain distance, using a Tamron 70-300 zoom, image size, 6016 by 4016. ISO 400. f-stop f7. Exposure time 1/2000th of a second. Focal distance 300 mm. The original image in RAW, which portrays a swan, can be considered good, but it is evident that it can be improved in some aspects through post-production. Started Lightroom and loaded the image, the first interventions will be destined to the search for greater sharpness, without generating background noise, and the balance of colors, and the improvement of many aspects, including brightness, contrast, dominance of whites and burnt areas, where white is too bright. Often, however, this first intervention is not enough. In this case we move on to the use of the various brushes of Lightroom, which will allow us to intervene in detail. For example, increasing or decreasing the brightness to increase the definition of a burnt-out white area. In addition to the standard retouching, in search of balance, there is always an added interpretation of the image. A photographer is a bit like a painter, at times he can allow himself to emphasize, without upsetting, some aspects, to make the shot even more interesting. The end result will be a transformed but not distorted photo, a photograph that will have a better impact on your customers. Artificial Voice, Arthur. Written by Stefano Pastori.